Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Brad Tillery and Ike Kohler.
Live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Round Rock. Round Rock ISD football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network, is on the air. Tonight, the Cedar Ridge Raiders, who are 3-5 and 3-3 in district play, take on the McNeil Mavericks, 2-5 and 2-3 in 6A District 25 in a massive matchup with huge playoff implications tonight. Welcome into the broadcast, everyone. Brad Tillery, Ike Kohler here with you on a gorgeous night in Central Texas. We are in the mid-80s, not a cloud in the sky. Temperature dropping a little bit throughout the night as well, so it should be a comfortable night for some late season high school football. The final weekend of football here in October, Ike, and a big one tonight between these two teams because you hear the overall record, you see two teams with losing records overall, but when you look in the district, they are right in the thick of it heading into these last few weeks before the playoffs.
Yep. Cedar Ridge in district play, they're sitting at 3-3 and sitting at 3-3 in district, while McNeil's sitting at 2-3. But really, what this game is a playoff eliminator. The loser of this game, their path to the playoff just really isn't there. So it's going to be a very competitive game.
Yeah, whoever drops this tonight is going to need help to make the playoffs. They're going to have to win out and need help. And kind of here's the scenario in front of you. Cedar Ridge 3-3 so far in this district, but they need help anyway. Without a win tonight, or they'll need help with a win or without a win tonight because they have already played Hutto and Vista Ridge and lost to both of those teams. As it stands right now, the district is Vandergrift at 5-0, Round Rock at 5-1, Vista Ridge 4-2, and then Hutto 3-2, Cedar Ridge 3-3, McNeil 2-3. So what you want to pay attention to is that Vista Ridge, Hutto, Cedar Ridge, McNeil quadrant right there for the final two playoff spots. Remember, the top 4 teams make the playoffs. Vista Ridge already has victories over both Cedar Ridge and McNeil. So they hold that tiebreaker already, and you would think with one more victory, Vista Ridge won last night already. So they are in the clubhouse this week with a victory after their win yesterday. And let me see exactly they played. They played Manor. So when you look at that Vista Ridge team, they're probably going to take that 3 spot, most likely. So that 4th spot now gets down to Hutto, Cedar Ridge, and McNeil. Again, Cedar Ridge has lost to both Hutto and Vista Ridge. So they now need one of those two teams to lose twice, along with Cedar Ridge winning out to jump into the playoffs. That's how that has to work for Cedar Ridge. Hutto tonight, I believe they are over at Vandergrift. Tough task for them tonight. But here's where it gets super interesting for McNeil. Even though they are 2-3, McNeil holds their own destiny in their hands. Win out, McNeil's in the playoffs, and here's why. They have 2-3. If they win out, they have 3 games left, all in district play. They would end at 5-3. 2 of those final 3 games, including tonight, are against the 2 teams directly above them, Cedar Ridge and Hutto. So if, let's say, Hutto wins every game except the McNeil game and they end at 5-3 as well, McNeil would be at 5-3, but the head-to-head tiebreaker would go to Cedar Ridge. So let's play this game out a little bit. There is a Cedar Ridge wins tonight, and let's say Cedar Ridge wins next week against Manor. You very well may be looking at a final night game that you and I will be calling, Ike, between Cedar Ridge and Hutto for the right to go to the playoff. That is a very real possibility that is on the table right now. But first and foremost, got to get through tonight for both of these teams. A monster game when it comes to playoff implications.
Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty massive. And, you know, for McNeil, their junior quarterback, Jaden Schultz, he was suited up pregame for the first time in quite some time. We'll see if he returns as the starter. Previously, it was Jarrell Gary taking snaps at the helm. But for Cedar Ridge, this is a Cedar Ridge team that went winless in district play last year, and now they're sitting at 3-3 in district with a shot to make the playoffs. So this is massive improvement from Cedar Ridge, but they're going to be led by their senior quarterback, Jack Pippin, who he got hurt last year. He had 3 starts before being hurt, and this year this Cedar Ridge has really had a bounce-back season. Yeah,
2 teams taking the field here in just a second. We're going to step aside and let you hear from some of our sponsors when we come back. Kickoff tonight in a massive 6A District 25 game here at the end of October on the Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on iHSFAN Network, coming to you live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Stick around. Kickoff in just a few minutes.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today. The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net. Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme: Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
Back at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex, we're going to step aside just for a second while they play the national anthem here in the stadium. Nice job by the choir down there as the national anthem has been sung, and we are getting set for some football tonight between the McNeil Mavericks and the Cedar Ridge Raiders. 6A District 25 coming your way, and a monster football game as we outlined here in the pregame show with major playoff implications for both of these teams. Very much a must-win for both squads. McNeil has won last year's game by a score of 31-0. That actually snapped a 10-game losing streak to Cedar Ridge. But both of these teams also rolling into this game, having lost their last two, and ironically, both of them to Vandergrift and Vista Ridge in that order. McNeil's coming off a bye week last week, and you mentioned it in pregame. I bought him a little bit of time. Jaden Schultz looks like he's going to be back at quarterback tonight for the first time in nearly a month for this McNeil football team.
Yeah, Jaden Schultz had been sidelined with an injury, but we'll see how how he reacts to being back in the game and running this offense. Maybe he'll have a little bit of rust, but we'll see. For McNeil and for Cedar Ridge, they're looking to make the playoffs for the first time in a good bit here. But just massive game for both teams. Yeah,
this Cedar Ridge team really struggled last year, and this is a program that a few years ago consistently going 8-2, 9-1, winning their district, finding their way into the playoffs, and have been struggling the last couple of years, but a chance to a bit of a surprise team. I think if you talk to most people in this district, Cedar Ridge, this is the team that has raised eyebrows all season. It's like, oh, wow, they're not what we expected. They're playing much better football, and a chance tonight to keep their name in this playoff race. Again, even though they have that 3-3 record so far, they have losses to Vista Ridge and Hutto, both teams directly above them in the playoffs, which is really important for that fourth spot. Cedar Ridge currently in fifth. McNeil controls their own destiny as we get set to kick this one off. McNeil will receive the football, wearing the all-blue uniforms with the blue helmets tonight. It's a short run-up and kick. McNeil fields it at the 26-yard line. That is big number 9, Zach Christie, on the return, and he finds his way out across the 40, so the Mavericks get great field position to start the football game.
Zach Christie's a dynamic receiver for this McNeil offense. We've seen him a lot through the past couple years being a target for deep balls, but I'd say he's their most reliable receiver.
They mentioned McNeil in the all-blue uniforms, the white numerals, the blue pants, and the blue helmets. As for Cedar Ridge, the purple helmets with the white uniforms and the purple numerals. White pants as well for them. Nice contrast on the field. Jaden Schultz leads the offense out there. Junior quarterback sends a man in motion. That's Aiden Taylor. He'll hand it off. Oh, actually, a quick toss to the near side. Finds Jarrell Gary, and Jarrell Gary picks up about 3. He's been playing quarterback for the last few weeks, but he's the Swiss Army knife for this football team. Can play QB, can running back, and play out in the receiving slot as well.
And that's such a luxury for a coach to have a player like that to really keep the offense moving at different positions.
Second and about 7 here for McNeil. Split backfield. Another quick throw, far side. That one's caught by Christie. Spins out of the tackle across the 50, scampering his way towards the sideline, and he's into Cedar Ridge territory at the 36. So a first down on the gain of 18 on the play, and I tell you, like, a couple of nice, quick, easy throws to get Schultz into rhythm after being out for about a month.
And Gary and Christie already each with 1 target early.
First and 10 from the 36. Little inside pitch to Aiden Taylor. Catches the corner down the sideline. He is gone. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. 3 plays and a quick strike. Took just a minute to get down the field and find the end zone.
Just that jet sweep there allowed the runner to get outside, and he was gone. Number 4, Joshua Williams, was downfield, kind of sealed off one of the defenders to allow Aiden Taylor to run free to the end zone.
Technically, that's a touchdown pass because the ball went forward as the extra point is up, and it's true. 1 minute into this football game, and the McNeil Mavericks lead it 7-0 over Cedar Ridge. Quick strike there, Ike, on the 3-play, 59-yard drive, 55 seconds officially off the clock. But, whew, that's a heck of a way to start this game and get your quarterback going as well.
Yeah, get your quarterback going, but, I mean, they looked calm and composed out there. And Jaden Schultz's early throws to Christie and Gary, just not trying to do too much, just flipping the ball over to him, moving the ball downfield. And, you know, that a big play with Aiden Taylor hit, giving the McNeil Mavericks a 7-0 lead here. But we'll see how Cedar Ridge responds. I think it's important for them to get some points on the board here. But, man, it was a quick drive, only 1 minute.
This McNeil team had struggled to put points on the board the last 2 games, but tonight coming out quick. Got to feel they probably worked on that during the bye week as well. It's a new little wrinkle with that inside jet sweep kind of toss to Aiden Taylor. Haven't seen that one out of this team in a bit, and you and I have seen McNeil a bunch in the last season and a half or so. So the Mavericks will kick it away. That's number 48. Jackson Edwards doing the duty. It's a short kickoff, fielded at the 27, brought back by Malik Hamilton. And Hamilton's pushed backwards at the 35, where he stood up, and that's where Cedar Ridge takes over for the first time in this game. They find themselves down a touchdown just 1 minute and 8 seconds into the ball game, 7-0. McNeil with the lead over the Cedar Ridge Raiders.
And for Cedar Ridge, this is a veteran offensive line with a lot of seniors leading the way in the trenches for them.
Quarterback Jack Pippin leads the offense out on the field. Sends a man in motion. Pippen drops straight back. He's going to keep it towards the right side and wrapped up and dropped for a 1-yard gain there. Looked like Rodrigo Rivero on the tackle. Second down, and they'll officially give him 2 yards in that last play, so 2nd and 8. Pippen with the handoff, bouncing it out the right side. Noah Devonish. And he'll pick up another 3 out to the 40. 3rd down and 5 coming here for the Cedar Ridge Raiders on their first possession of the night. 7-0, McNeil with a quick lead. Ball on the right hash mark. Fake the handoff, quick throw, far side. That's complete. Plenty enough for a first down and a little more out towards the midfield stripe. Jake McGill with the reception. Catch and run for an 8-yard gain. That'll move the sticks for the Cedar Ridge Raiders.
Just a quick little throw in the flats to McGill there, moving the chains, not trying to do too much. That's a smart play and call by Cedar Ridge.
Devonish in the backfield. Next to his quarterback, Pippen. They'll hand it off, actually fake it to him. Pippen rolls left, throws left. He's got a man in the flat, complete. Devin Patterson pushes his way forward down to McNeil territory at the 44. 8-yard gain there, and it's a nice little starting drive for the Cedar Ridge Raiders here, Ike.
Yeah, they haven't had a negative play so far. I like that rollout pass, pulling the guard over.
Yeah, a couple of easy throws here for Pippen to start the game. Pistol formation now. Handoff, Devonish over the right side. Tries to bounce it out, can't do it as he is pushed or taken down from behind. Tyson Cox, the man who really slowed up the momentum there, did a good job of forcing the bounce out. Instead of letting him cut back inside, we had a little extra help. Loss of a couple, it'll be 3rd down and 4. No rush for Cedar Ridge as they will huddle up. Fully under the lights as we start, getting later in the evenings. Pippen to throw. Pressure coming. Escapes out of the pocket up the middle, and I think he's got enough for a first down. Was able to dive forward and pick up just enough, by about half a yard. Jack Pippen with a nice little scramble there.
Yeah, McNeil brought the heat with the blitz, and Pippen just stepped up in the pocket, saw green grass, and got the first down.
7th play of the drive coming for the Raiders on their opening possession of the game. They find themselves down 7-0. Pippen fakes the handoff. In the pocket, rolls a little left, now throws down the middle. Oh, incomplete, and whoo, a hit and a half laid down there by big number 7 for McNeil, Zarian Hall. Jake McGill was going across the middle, and a Hall got him right in the chest. Hall remains down, or excuse me, McGill remains down behind the play, and understandably so. There's no flag. I didn't see anything near the head, Ike. That was just a clean football play, shoulder to chest.
Yeah, it looked like a clean hit to me, and just one of those things, the ball thrown up the seam in the middle, the safeties was crashing, and it was a well-placed ball, but just left McGill out to get hit.
You're a little too young to remember this reference, but that's a Steve Atwater, Denver Broncos coming downhill safety hit right there. That makes you think twice before going back across the middle later on. 2nd and 10. Good to see, by the way, that McGill was off under his own power on the sideline. Handoff up the middle. Devonish gets off the first tackle, not the second, as he gets out to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8.
So the Mavericks a chance to get off the field here, 3rd and long. The first real 3rd down test for Cedar Ridge here.
7:30 to go in this first quarter. Cedar Ridge taking a little time to get this play call in. Still 15 seconds on the play clock, though. Third down, 8 yards to go for the Raiders. Jack Pippen takes the snap, fakes the handoff, steps up. He's going to scramble. Now lets it go to the near side. That's complete. It's got enough for a first down and more as he found Devin Patterson in the flat. And Patterson scampers down to the 23.
McNeil had Pippen on the run there, but he was able to find Patterson in the flats. It was a smart decision by Pippen not to run. Just get the ball in your receiver's hands in open space.
First and 10. Ball at the 23 now for Cedar Ridge. They have converted 3 third downs on this drive. 10th play of the drive coming. Fake right, now running to the left. Pippen slips as he tried to make a cut. And he'll lose about 1.5 yards back to the 25.
This is a good response by Cedar Ridge's offense. This is an extended drive. They've had multiple third down conversions.
This drive's 5 minutes deep already. Or a little over 4 minutes deep already, I should say. I'm doing the math right. Swing pass to the right side. That's complete to Devonish. Gets up the field, makes a man miss. He's off to the races. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cedar Ridge Raiders. What a response from the Raiders. A 25-yard touchdown pass to Noah Devonish on the swing pass. An 11-play drive that cashes in, and they're an extra point away from tying it back up.
That's just a great response by Cedar Ridge there. And Devonish had him a solid drive. Carried the ball 3 or 4 times and finished it off with the touchdown reception.
Extra point is good. 7-7 your score now. An 11-play drive, Ike, that traversed 65 yards. And let's see here, took 4 minutes and 37 seconds off the clock. 3 third down conversions on that drive, Ike.
Yeah, Jack Pippen had a lot of poise on that drive, and they did a good job of a steady mix of play calling, from handing the rock to Devonish to letting Pippen get rid of the ball. And Pippen, there were a couple times where he had to scramble to pick up a first down, and he was a steady hands on that drive.
6:25 to go in this opening quarter. 7-7 the score. Both teams have found pay dirt on their first possession of the ball game. You kind of like the way this game's shaking out already, Yankee, too, because we talked about it. It's a monster game. Both teams know that. Both teams know for their playoff hopes they need this football game. Feels kind of like an eliminator. And both teams have come out offensively and put some points on the board. Short kickoff, end over end, fielded at the 27. Up the middle and out to the 36. On the return was the up man for McNeil. Bowen Wheatley, the tight end, was the guy who had the football there. 6:17 to go in this first quarter of play. McNeil will take it over.
A word from our sponsors at AutoNation Chevrolet. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs, and if you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNation Chevrolet, WestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It is that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive.
First play of the drive, a pass to Aiden Taylor on the near side. A quick little slant, picked up about 7, and it's 2nd and 3 coming. Thank all of our sponsors here on the iHSFAN Network for making this happen all season long and bringing games free to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe on iHSFAN here on YouTube, and every time we go live, you'll get that notification that we're live and in color doing some football. Handoff up the middle. Joshua Williams with his first carry, picks up 5, and that's a first down. Joshua Williams, the leading running back for this McNeil Maverick football team, averaging over 100 a game. Two receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in the game as well. Fake the handoff. Drop back. Looks to throw Saltz to the left side. He's got Christie, and that'll be a first down. Zach Christie climbs the ladder. Brings it in inside the 39. An interesting play there. Christie wasn't split wide like normal. They actually had him lined up with a hand in the dirt on the tight end spot and then sent him out.
Yeah, McNeil showing some different looks to the Cedar Ridge defense, like that jet sweep on the first drive, for example, we hadn't seen before.
1st and 10, Mavericks. Gary in motion. High snap, settled. Jarrell Gary gets the handoff around right side, makes the man miss, breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder. He's inside the 20. Another McNeil Maverick first down to the 16-yard line. 23 yards on the carry for Gary. And 3 plays have converted into 3 first downs. Quickly, the Mavs go again. Another handoff, this time up the middle. That'll be a gain of about 3. Joshua Williams on the carry there, and that is the first play of this, or excuse me, just the second play of this drive that hasn't gone for a first down. Second and 7. Mavericks finding their way into the red zone quickly here tonight. 3 receivers left. They'll send Gary in motion. Handoff, though, to Taylor on the left side. Bounces it out. Flag comes in behind the play as well as Taylor is forced out of bounds at the 10. Jaden Fike and Devon Crank, 2 men out there chasing him out of bounds. We'll see what the penalty marker's about. Block at the back goes against the McNeil Mavericks, so that'll back them up.
First penalty by either team tonight. It's been a pretty clean game.
10-yard penalty puts McNeil back to the 23. Mavericks can get a first down if they can find the 6. 4:20 to go in this first quarter. Each team took their opening possession and found the end zone. Offside free play here for McNeil. Throws it to the left side towards the end zone. Christie goes up for it. Christie comes down with it. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. Good recognition there from the quarterback, Jaden Saltz. He knew that the defensive line jumped off sides and had a free play. Christie saw it too, so he went straight for the end zone. Saltz throws a jump ball, and his big receiver comes down with it.
Zach Christie wins a lot of those matchups. One-on-one, deep balls, good throw by Saltz. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here for the Mavericks.
Extra point is up. The extra point is good. And with 4:07 to go in this first quarter, the Mavericks have regained the lead. 14-7 your score. 2 teams going up and down the field on each other here, Ike, to start this ball game.
And that drive for McNeil, they were explosive plays. They were big chunk plays for the most part. And good recognition by Saltz, just getting rid of it, throwing a deep ball. 50-50 ball. It's a very safe option. Throw it up to Christie.
Yeah, you got the free play. It's really that recognition that I think you said the word. Understanding that you got a free play there, throw it up to your biggest and best jump ball receiver and see if he can make a play. And Christie does come down with that football in the end zone against one-on-one coverage. Each team has scored a touchdown on every possession so far tonight. 14-7. McNeil with the lead with 4:07 to go in this third quarter, capping off a 6-play, 63-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock for the Mavericks. A run up and the kick here due for the Mavs. Jackson Edwards puts the boot to it. Short end-over-end kick, fielded near side, around the 27. That's the running back, Hamilton, rather. And the flag comes in behind the play as Hamilton's taken down pretty quickly at the 29. We'll check the marker. Holding goes against Cedar Ridge, so that'll back him up 10 more. Push them back to the 19-yard line to start this drive. So by far and away the worst field position for either team to start a drive tonight. As always, we'll keep you up to date on action from around high school football tonight. Get you caught up on college scores as well. There's only one game going on in the early slate tonight. There's a couple of games later this evening, though. A really, really good one. Kicking off around 9:30 or so. Out in Las Vegas. Fake handoff. Quick throw. Slant. Caught. That's Jake McGill. Good to see him back in the game. He's the one who took that big hit on the last drive, Ike. Finds his way out to the 35, and it's a first down and a gain of 16.
Solid throw there from Pippin. Just that quick slant route, attacking the middle of that defense.
First and 10. Cedar Ridge, there's a handoff. Right up the middle, nice little cutback. And a gain of 5. Devin Patterson, the sophomore, with the carry. Not too often you see sophomore running backs getting a bunch of run, especially in 6A. Patterson's already had a couple of nice plays, though. That run right there, and the third down conversion, 17-yard gain earlier on a pass. Pippin hands this one off. That's Devonish, kicking it out to the left side. Through the hole, out across the 50. And Noah Devonish has got a first down out to the 49-yard line. Finds his way into McNeil territory and a gain of a gain of 11 on the play. Might be in for a shootout here, Ike.
Sure looks like it, doesn't it?
I'll line up the scoreboard kind of night. The way these two teams are moving the ball up and down the field. Under center. Cedar Ridge will go. Put a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Looking to throw. Pippin lays it out into the flat. And it's caught. Quick tackle. Devin Patterson with the catch. Well played on the edge out there. Looked like it was Wadike Nwosu, one of the men out there to make the tackle.
You got McNeil on that play, playing a zone defense and allowing them to connect in the flats there. Just Pippin just taking what the defense gives them.
You could tell they wanted to take a shot there. Cedar Ridge did, but just didn't have the ability to do so. There's a straight handoff from under center, right up the middle. And that's really close to a first down, I do believe. And it's going to be about half a yard short. Noah Devonish, the running back. Finds his way to the 40. Third down and a yard. A minute and 48 to go in this opening quarter of play. Another handoff. Devonish slips in the backfield. Able to keep his balance. Or did he? Referee's coming in behind the play here too. And the head ref says the knee hit the ground at the 42. So that's going to be a loss of 2, a big call there, and 4th and 3. Because once he regained his footing, Ike, he was across the first down line. Line to gain a little more. Might be punt time now for Cedar Ridge. And it will be. Aiden Taylor goes back deep for McNeil as the Mavericks force the punt here. Jaden Lambert on to kick it away. You're going to imagine the Mavs will be in punt safe just in case. And called timeout here from head coach of the Mavericks, Scott Herman, said, I got to imagine this conversation is about 1, keep an eye out for any fakes. 2, do not jump offside.
Don't jump offside and don't rough the kicker either. That give him a free first down.
I don't even know if they think about rushing this kick, to be honest with you. Like, just get the football back with the way your offense is moving right now. Possession means more than a block or any big game changer at this point. And you certainly don't want to do anything. For any penalty is a first down at this point because it is 4th and 3. So any penalty against McNeil would give a new set of downs to Cedar Ridge. So got to think he's probably saying back off completely here. Mavericks will get the football back, assuming this punt goes off for them without any shenanigans. 47 seconds left in this half. this quarter. I said half, but actually this quarter. A fast-moving first quarter with a lot of action in it already. Man goes in motion, and it will be just a straight punt, booted away. Wobbly kick, bounces it around the 12, takes a nice Raider hop and rolls inside the 5, down to about the 3. Really, really well done by the punter there, and that was Jack Pippin doing the kicking. He's also the quarterback for this Cedar Ridge football team, but a well-done, well-placed kick. McNeil finds themselves backed up.
So with the punt, that flips the field position and gives the Cedar Ridge defense a little room here, but they need to get a stop here, try to get their offense back on the field, which has been rolling this game.
Mavericks have run just 9 plays tonight, but they have found the end zone twice. They go under center, and a straight handoff up the middle. Pickup of about 3 or 4. It was Joshua Williams with the carry. Second and 6 coming. But they won't worry about snapping it until the start of the second quarter. We're through 12 minutes here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Round Rock, where the McNeil Mavericks lead the Cedar Ridge Raiders by a score of 14-7. Back with quarter number 2 in just a minute. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Start of the second quarter here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where the McNeil Mavericks have the football and the lead, 14-7, over the Cedar Ridge Raiders. It is second down and 6 for McNeil at their own 7. Inside pitch on an end around, and nearly a safety. Good play from RJ. Excuse me, let's see who that was. I got the number wrong. That was big number 40 with the tackle, David Krause. Linebackers stepping up. They tried finding Jarrell Gary on an inside pitch end around, and that went nowhere. Officially mark him down with forward progress at the 4. But that's a loss of 3.
Chance to get off the field here for Cedar Ridge.
3rd and 10 now coming for McNeil. Two receivers right, one to the left. Jaden Soltz back at quarterback for the first time in about a month. Drops straight back. He's got time to throw. Steps up. Lets one go. That's near the first down marker. And they're going to move the sticks as Soltz is able to find Jarrell Gary. Gary picks up 11, and that's a first down. They needed 10, and they got about 10 and a half, Ike.
Yeah, Soltz with a good read there. He had a man open in the flats, but the defender jumped it, so he went with Gary around the chains.
Really good job by the offensive line to give him time to step back there and throw, standing in his own end zone there as well. High snap fielded. Soltz now throws a little bubble screen far side. That's Gary again. This time Gary nowhere to go. The defense really did a good job there for Cedar Ridge to jump that one. Just a gain of 1. Mavericks started this drive at their own 3. Forcing Cedar Ridge to punt on the previous drive. That was the first punt of the night. These two teams started the game with 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. 2nd and 9 for McNeil. Split backs. Gary in motion. Handoff. Taylor around the near sideline. Taylor will pick up about 6 or 7 there. They officially mark him at the 27. Nice gain. Or the 22, I should say. That's a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 2. Seeing a lot more of Aiden Taylor at running back here tonight, Ike, and playing inside the tackles a bit more. Stay with the same formation here on 3rd and 2. High snap, Schultz brings it down, able to hand it off, but the snap kind of threw the timing off on everything there. Williams nowhere to go up the middle. He's stopped for a loss of 1. Good job as well by that defensive line to get some penetration and take advantage of the high snap, and it'll be a punt time for McNeil.
Yeah, and assuming this punt takes form, Cedar Ridge should find themselves a pretty good field position here. But, yeah, Aiden Taylor has become a Swiss Army knife, too, of this offense, and he impacts all 3 phases of the game for McNeil.
Marshall Holland does the kicking duties for McNeil from the punt side of things. Jake McGill is deep along with Josiah Ray, so 2 men deep here for the Raiders. Rush coming. Holland gets it away. It's an end-over-end kick that'll hit at the 35, take a big McNeil hop. Finally, McGill picks it up, but he does so at the 22. That took about a 23-yard roll. McGill just could not field it, and a massive flip of field position there. You thought that Cedar Ridge might get the ball near the 40 or 50, and now they're back at their own 22.
And that punt landed less than 5 yards away from the sideline. It could have easily bounced, kicked left out of bounds, just kept rolling end over end.
Straight forward. That ball took one of those weird hops. Let me see if I can do the quick math here. 29 and 28. That's 50 or 40. Is that a 57-yard punt? I think it is. If I'm doing the math right, that's a 57-yard punt. That's how you flip a field, Ike. There's a throw towards the left sideline. That is complete. Reese Brooks on the drag route. And Brooks is able to find his way to the 37 for a gain of 15 and a first down. Good throw by Pippin there on a little levels concept.
Yeah, Pippin got rid of that ball on time, too. Put it right where it needed to be.
First and 10. Cedar Ridge trying to tie this ball game up. They trail it by 7. Sorry if you're watching. For some reason, the camera has screwed up, so we'll get that tried to fix here in a second. First, a handoff. And nowhere to go for the running back for Cedar Ridge. Looked like it was Malik Hamilton on the carry. No gain. Looks like we got it back and working. Sorry about that, folks. Technology will do that on occasion. Second and 10 coming. Single tight end set. Fake handoff, quick slant. That's complete with a lot of room in front of him for Jake McGill as he finds his way into McNeil territory. McGill to the 45. An 18-yard pickup and a first down. Both of these teams really moving the ball well tonight.
Yeah, McGill specifically, I think he has the most receptions on Cedar Ridge right now. He's had himself a good first quarter.
Fake the handoff, swing pass near side, or far side rather, and that is incomplete. Nearly a backwards pass. Just a little too far in front of Malik Hamilton, though. Second down coming. Yeah, McGill, I'll tell you what, really good to see him back and productive too, Ike, because he's the one who took that shot over the middle in the first quarter. Right to the chest that set him down for a few minutes, and understandably so. But good to see him back and right in the football game. Second and 10. Cedar Ridge takes the snap. There's a handoff right up the middle. A little hesitation. Malik Hamilton then bursts through the hole. Hamilton gets 6. Actually, going to mark him back to the 40, so they give him 5. Third and 5 coming. check some scores here in just a minute. We're already 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half. This first half blazing right along tonight. Another handoff. Hamilton spun around, able to keep his feet, but not the can't avoid the second tackle. Nwosu able to take him down from behind and keep him short of the first down after a gain of 2. 4th and 3 coming, and I would imagine Cedar Ridge is going to keep the offense out there and go for it here. Ball at the McNeil 38 for the Cedar Ridge Raiders. 4th down, 3 to go. They need the 35. Swing pass, far side, blown up in the backfield, nowhere to go. My goodness, what a hit. The swing pass immediately read by Calvin Cervini. Make sure I got that number right. That was number 15, excuse me. Tyson Cox, the linebacker. The sophomore stepping up, making the play, and it's 1st and 10 McNeil. Woo!
Yeah, it's the hardest hit I've seen in a long time.
It's the hardest hit I've seen in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'd seen Cedar Ridge kind of run that concept with the swing route and the running back and the receiver on a slant, and Cox this time was all over it. Props to him.
Tell you what, the McNeil defense has come to lay the wood tonight. Under center, the Mavs go. Pitch. They're going to throw it. Williams lets it go. He's got a man open, and he overshoots the receiver. Intended for for Jarrell Gary on the halfback pass. Gary had gotten behind the defense, and if they could have connected, it probably would have been 7. Instead, 2nd and 10.
Those are the kind of plays you see once, maybe twice a game, and makes me wonder how often they practice those things during the week.
5:47 to go, 2nd and 10. Taylor motions out of the backfield. Soltz to throw. Time. Lets it go. Floats it down the left side towards Gary. That ball is tipped up and incomplete. Nearly picked off by Christian Hall. Coming back on defense, and now a flag is thrown very late after the play.
There's a late flag. There's some hand fighting going on pretty much the whole route. Throwing the flag late, we'll see.
Gotta think this is a defensive pass interference where it was thrown. And they will. It's a defensive pass interference, marked off 15 yards, and that puts the ball into Cedar Ridge territory at the Raider 42. 1st and 10 for McNeil. 5:39 to go in this first half of play. They lead it 14-7. A monster football game with playoff implications tonight. Really a must-win for both teams, and they have come out with fire. Soltz to throw. Lays one out down the middle, and a leaping attempt. Zach Christie laid out and nearly came down with it. Wow. Just off his fingertips. I'll tell you, Ike, if this receiving core continues to get behind the defensive backfield, you got to think McNeil's going to take a few more shots.
Well, they've taken 3 deep shots in a row now.
Yeah.
They're looking to exploit it.
Soltz checks the sideline on 2nd and 10 with 5:30 to go in this first half. McNeil driving again. And Soltz with a handoff over the right side. Williams gets a block, cuts upfield. Joshua Williams finds his way to the 37. Third down, about 5 to go now. Probably 4-down territory for the McNeil Mavericks. That's Gary going out of the backfield. Empty set for Schultz. Takes the snap, has time, throws towards the sideline, complete. Christie lays out and catches it. Couldn't hit him in stride, but Zach Christie bails his quarterback out with a layout catch at the 28. First down.
Christie able to dive and catch that one with those bright blue gloves he's got. It's a flag play. He's had a lot of targets today so far.
Fantastic play from Zach Christie. Yeah, he's got the gloves to match the shoes tonight.
And the towel,
too. Little baby blue down there.
Yep.
First and 10. Schultz again to throw. Rush coming. Able to get it out. And that's a nice little out route completion to Christie at the 21. Good timing play there. Gain of 7. Second down, 3. 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Williams takes the handoff, and he'll be dropped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Really well played by David Krause, the linebacker. 3rd and 3 coming. Quick throw near sideline. Gary with the catch and run on the bubble screen. He picked up a block, and he's got plenty for a first down to the 12-yard line. Gain of 9. McNeil moving the football here on this drive. The 9th play of the drive coming. This offense really clicking tonight. Fake handoff. It's a quick end around on the inside, and Aiden Taylor will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. Taylor finds the end zone for the second time tonight.
Aiden Taylor's making his mark on this game. McNeil here with a 20-0 lead. That was just a bit of a reverse pass. Taylor was going the opposite way of the formation and just kind of out-leveraged Cedar Ridge there.
9-play drive as the extra point is going to be no good. Didn't even make the crossbar. Just did not come off the foot correctly. So 20-7, your score in favor of McNeil with 3:37 to go. A 9-play drive for the Mavericks. 57 yards. It took 2 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. Capped off by Taylor's second touchdown of the night. 20-7, McNeil with the lead.
Yeah, so McNeil still up 2 scores as we hear from our sponsor, AutoNation Chevrolet. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs, and if you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, you can score your cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day, folks. It is that easy. Visit our friends at AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive. As we thank all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Be sure to like and subscribe on the iHSFAN Webcast Network YouTube.
20-7, McNeil with the lead. 3:37 to go in this first half of play. And I'll tell you, Ike, Cedar Ridge gets the football coming out of the locker room for the second half. So a chance to double up here and get right back in this football game. They're only down 13. A score here, make it a 1-score possession, and you can scheme for that second half opening possession. And all of a sudden, that extra point that just got missed could loom large. Here's a return for the Raiders. Josiah Ray bringing it out, and he'll find his way to about the 27.
Cedar Ridge down 2 scores. They've had success moving the ball on offense, but they just haven't been able to finish their drives, except for the first drive where that prolonged, methodical drive where they put 7 on the board to tie up the game. But McNeil's defense has bended but not broke. Still plenty of time. Cedar Ridge still with 3 timeouts. Can do a lot of things offensively here.
Watching Cedar Ridge's kicker warm up at the half, or before the game too, he's knocking them through about 50 yards. Plenty of leg as the handoff up the middle lowering shoulder with a booming run for Noah Devonish. And he'll get his way out to the 36 for a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1 coming for Cedar Ridge. No rush for them. 3:09 left in the half. Pippen to throw. Finds Devonish out of the backfield. It's intercepted. Coming the other way for the McNeil Mavericks. Isaiah Jones. Pippen had Devonish open. Just overthrew him a little bit. And standing there waiting on it was Jones. Gets his way back to the 32 of Cedar Ridge. And now, just as we said, that was a chance for Cedar Ridge to tighten this game up going into the half. A chance for McNeil to really create some separation.
Yeah, a chance to pull away early before halftime. And this is something that McNeil's got to take advantage of with Cedar Ridge getting the ball out of the half and the way they've been moving the ball recently. Big opportunity for the Mavericks.
Ball at the Cedar Ridge 32 for the Mavericks. Schultz rolls right, finds Christie. That's a first down out to the 22. 10-yard gain. Tell you what, Schultz looks really good tonight off that injury. Very accurate and on time with the football.
Coming off of a bye week, too, so
yeah,
having a week to really rest a little longer if needed and dial in for this game.
1st and 10 for the McNeil Mavericks. It's Williams on the end around to the right side. Could not cut up field. Only picks up about 2 out to the 20, but still plenty of time here. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the half. McNeil trying to add to a 20-7 lead. 2nd down, 8 yards. Schultz checks with the line. Now calls for the snap with 10 on the play clock. Plenty of time in the pocket. Lets it go. That ball is fumbled behind. Schultz able to pick it up. He will try to run with it. And he's taken down at the 29. It was Mason White, the linebacker, taking him down, but Schultz really close to having that one going the other way against him. Don't know if he got hit or if that ball just kind of came out of his hands. It was kind of an awkward play.
Could have slipped out of his hands, which happens sometimes, but good break for Cedar Ridge here. Now they've got McNeil in a third and long scenario. McNeil missed the extra point earlier in the half, so got to think this is an obvious passing situation, trying to pick up the first down.
It's probably 4-down territory unless for some reason McNeil, has an incompletion or here, then maybe you think about punting and trying to pin Cedar Ridge deep with 1:26 left in the half. But if you can pick up 8-10 yards, I think it becomes 4-down territory.
I agree.
For McNeil here. What you don't want to do is have a turnover of some kind that can quickly allow the Raiders to get on the board if you're the Mavericks. Forcing them to drive the field is one thing. Jarrell Gary in at quarterback here on this 3rd and long. They're going to fake the handoff. Gary's going to keep it. The blocker or two in front of him picks up a head of steam, and he's thrown down at the 13, but a flag comes in behind the play. That looked like a clear setup play to me to try to get to 4th and 10, 4th and 9, something like that, but it's going to come back. It's a hold against the McNeil Mavericks. There's a drive that started at the Cedar Ridge 32. This next snap is going to come from the Cedar Ridge 36. Don't forget, McNeil's already picked up a first down on this drive as well. 3rd and 24. Schultz will fake the handoff, swing it out of the backfield. He's got Taylor. And Aiden Taylor gets to the 25. 4th down and 13 or so coming. Officially mark him at the 26, so this will be 4th and 14. But now you can take a little more of a reasonable shot if you're the McNeil Mavericks. 40 seconds left on this game clock, 20 on the play clock, and they might let this run down a bit too, just in case they don't convert. Then you leave Cedar Ridge with very little time to do anything going into the break. McNeil with 1 timeout left. There's a snap. Schultz throws, lofts one towards the left side, and it's incomplete. Trying to find the one-on-one coverage with Christie. Well defended by Jaden Fike. And it'll be a turnover on downs with 21 seconds left in this first half.
Jaden Fike's in one-on-one coverage there with Christie. Fike getting the better of him that time. But Cedar Ridge still has all 3 timeouts. They elected to allow the clock to run down before halftime.
Yeah, don't forget, Cedar Ridge gets the football coming out of the locker room, so maybe just the calculation of trying to end this half and regroup. Get that opening drive of the second half set up and create the momentum coming out of the locker room and for the rest of the second half. Under center, go the Raiders. Handoff to try to pop one. And up the middle for a gain of about 8. That's Josiah Ray with the carry. Actually, they're going to give him 10 and a first down. First and 10, no timeout being called by Cedar Ridge here. 14 seconds on the clock. Got to get on side. Again, handoff to Ray, up the middle. He's out to the 45. Picks up about 9, and now the first half will come to an end. We are through one half of football here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex with the McNeil Mavericks leading the Cedar Ridge Raiders by a score of 20-7. Back in just a minute with the halftime show. We'll get you caught up on scores from around the area in college football as well. Let you watch the bands and see what they do. And then half number 2 on the way. McNeil 20, Cedar Ridge 7 at the break. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today. The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net. proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Main Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maystreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
Halftime at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where the McNeil Mavericks lead the Cedar Ridge Raiders 20-7. Brad Tillery and Ike Kohler here with you in the broadcast booth. Let's tell you how it all went down in that first half of action. Two teams traded touchdowns for the first three drives. McNeil took the opening kick, and it took him just 3 plays to go 59 yards in 55 seconds. Jaden Soltz with a little inside jet sweep pass to Aiden Taylor from 36 yards out. That made it 7-0. Cedar Ridge would answer with a nice long drive, 11 plays. They converted 3 third downs on that drive, and then it was the quarterback, Jack Pippin, finding a swing pass to Noah Devonish for the touchdown from 25 yards out. 11 plays, 65 yards, and it made it 7-7. McNeil took their next the kick and went right back down and scored again. This time a 63-yard, 6-play drive. That's the quarterback Salts with his second touchdown pass of the night, this time finding Zach Christie from 23 yards out. After the defense jumped offside, there was a free play, and he went up and got it, did Christie in the end zone to make it 14-7. Defenses then kind of took over a bit. A couple of punts and then a turnover on downs gave McNeil the football back at the 43-yard line. And in 9 plays, they go 57 yards for their third score of the game. Taylor with his second trip to the end zone, this time an end-around run on a little kind of reverse action that made it 20-7. The extra point was missed, and that is how we end the half, scoring 20-7 in favor of the McNeil Mavericks. Ike, your first half thoughts?
This has been an exciting first half to watch. There's 2 or 3 just massive hits that got laid out here in the first half. But, I've been impressed with both of these offenses. Jack Pippen and Jaden Soltz have both had really good games. Cedar Ridge just hasn't been able to finish off their drives and convert those longer drives into points on the board. I think for both these teams to be successful in the second half, they just can't turn the ball over. You mentioned Cedar Ridge's Jack Pippen's interception late in the second half, but McNeil wasn't able to take advantage of the opportunity and put some points on the board. But so McNeil, they hold a 13-point lead. Cedar Ridge gets the ball coming out of the half, and I think anything could happen in this game. And the losers essentially eliminated from playoff contention. So we'll see what kind of adjustments these defense makes, to kind of dial in and slow down these offensive attacks.
Yeah, really good football game so far tonight. McNeil with both these teams at the end of the half had opportunities to really change the flow of this game going into the break. The Raiders with the football in their own possession, or in their own territory, they were driving, and through an interception, it could have made it 20-14 had they been able to get down and score right before the break. McNeil got great field position after the interception, could not take advantage of it. So both teams kind of squandered an opportunity to really change the trajectory of this game going into the second half, and we stay at 20-7 after the first 28 minutes of play. Trying to get you scores from around the area for a high school tonight. Unfortunately, my app, there we go, it wasn't working for a second, but now it wants to come up. So let's tell you what's going on here in the area if we can get it to work. It is not playing right tonight, which is never a fun thing. So hopefully we can get it to work. If we can, we'll check you up with the updates here in just a little bit. One college game in action right now at the FBS level. They are just gone to halftime, an identical score there as we have here, but a bit of an upset brewing up in up at Chestnut Hill, where Boston College leads Louisville 20-7 in ACC play. They have gone to the half. Boston College with the lead there. A couple of games tonight. Rutgers is going to go to USC out on the West Coast. A big night of action in Los Angeles tonight with Rutgers playing at USC, and then some little thing called the World Series happening tonight on the West Coast as well. And then Boise State is in Las Vegas to play UNLV in a huge Mountain West game. This game last year was the Mountain West Championship game. Boise ended up winning that football game, so a rematch of that. This game not only could have Mountain West Championship implications, that wouldn't be shocked if these two teams played again in a few weeks. This game could decide who hosts. But also, this game could have playoff implications for both teams. UNLV would keep their playoff hopes alive, Boise as well. Boise kind of in the catbird seat for that G5 playoff spot in the playoffs, in the newly set playoffs. So really interesting game tonight over in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. That one's going to kick off around 9:30. Baseball update for those who are interested. They are in the 4th inning, no score of Game 1 of the World Series between the Yankees and the Dodgers in a game that, series rather, that, I know it's been a long time. Man, it still feels weird to me, even though I haven't been alive since the Dodgers weren't there. But I'm a baseball historian. I love the game. Game should be played somewhere in Brooklyn. If we're going to be playing in the Dodgers, I'm sorry. It just should be. As it stands right now, 20-7 here, McNeil over Cedar Ridge. Unfortunately, my high school football app, again, not wanting to play right, so I don't have high school update scores for now. We'll try to get those to you when we come back for the start of half number 2. We're about 16 minutes away from that. We're going to step aside, let you watch the bands here tonight, and come back for the second half of the McNeil Mavericks versus the Cedar Ridge Raiders. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the IHS Fan Network. Back here for the second half on the iHSFAN Network. Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford as the McNeil Mavericks lead the Cedar Ridge Raiders by a score of 20-7. Brad Tillery and Ike Kohler here with you. It'll be Cedar Ridge to receive this opening kickoff of the second half as they try to make a comeback down 13. We told you at halftime we try to get you some score updates from around the area. The app wasn't working. We were talking about it during the halftime show, but we got it working now, so let's tell you what's been going on. Last night, Vista Ridge beat Manor 31-14 here in 6A District 25. In the district tonight, a game you can see right here on the iHSFAN Network. Stony Point leads Westwood 31-20. They're about to go to the half. And then the other game live tonight in the district, Vandergrift shutting out Hutto 17-0. That is good news if you are both of these teams, as Cedar Ridge and McNeil both are trail Hutto in the standings. A loss by Hutto tonight would drop them to 3-3. That would be tied with McNeil in district standings if McNeil holds on for the win. And if the Cedar Ridge Raiders can come back and win, it would give them a half-game lead on Hutto. But Hutto does have that head-to-head victory against Cedar Ridge. Here's the kickoff, and we are underway. Ball is fumbled at the 19-yard line, picked up, and it was picked up while the knee was on the ground, so Josiah Ray does recover the kick, but they'll have to start at the 19, will the Raiders, to begin this second half. Ike, second half adjustments that Cedar Ridge is going to have to make to get this comeback.
Yeah, I think this drive is going to be pretty telling about what's going to happen in this game, but I'd like to see them take a couple more deep shots downfield, passing the ball, maybe get some more chunk plays, score quickly. That'll help them be in this game.
First snap of the second half, breaking loose over the left side. Off to the races goes Noah Devonish. He's into McNeil territory at the 46. Big run to start this second half.
That's just what Cedar Ridge needed. Noah Devonish had himself a good first half and getting started here early in the second half, already across midfield.
Gain of 35 on the first snap of play coming out of the locker room here. They handed it right back to him up the middle, through a big hole, first down and more, with a man bringing him down from behind. He lays the wood as he was going down, and Devonish out to the 27, picks up 19 more. Tell you what, this Cedar Ridge Raider team coming out with a purpose to start the second half, running right at McNeil. First and 10 again. Another handoff inside. Different runner this time, Devin Patterson. Oh, and he'll get back, or pick up about 3 to the 24. Cedar Ridge in the white uniforms with the purple helmets and the purple numerals. As for the McNeil Mavericks, the all-blue unis, the blue pants, and the white numerals, the blue helmets with some green chrome-type reflection off of the logos. Fake handoff, rolling right, Pippin throws, now back to his left, looking for a man that is caught inside the 5, and into the end zone goes Reese Brooks. Touchdown, Cedar Ridge Raiders. And quickly, they come out of the locker room and strike, much like McNeil did to start the game on their first drive on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass by Jack Pippin. There's a flag down in the end zone, maybe for celebration or something, but I think this will still stand.
That's Pippin's second touchdown pass of the night. 24 yards for the score. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Just a minute and 11 off the clock here to start this second half, and Cedar Ridge has cut the lead to 20-14.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge did exactly what they needed to do. Couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. It started with Devarish taking initiative and just reeling off these long runs, just slicing right through McNeil's interior defense. And then Jack Pippin on that throw rolls out to his right, puts it right in the basket for Brooks at the pylon. that was a next level throw.
The opening drive of this game for McNeil, they went 3 plays in 59 yards in 55 seconds. The opening drive of the second half for Cedar Ridge, 4 plays, 81 yards in 1 minute and 8 seconds off the clock. So kind of a whatever you can do, I can do a little better, I guess.
Yep.
1 extra play, but they also had to go, an extra, 20-odd yards or so on the drive as well. So understandable.
They'll take it.
Well, we got us a ball game here as we start the third quarter. Cedar Ridge scores quickly coming out of the locker room. It'll be number 31 to kick it away, unfortunately. Oh, there he goes. Cooper Tugis boots it. A squibber. It'll be fielded at the 36. McNeil's going to get great field position. That's Zach Christie. He gets out towards the right sideline into Cedar Ridge territory, out of bounds at the 40. And McNeil will get fantastic field position to start this drive.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge has been doing these kind of shorter kicks, trying to limit the abilities of Aiden Taylor and Williams returning the ball, but Zach Christie there got it around the 40 and just found the edge and got it across midfield.
The 1st and 10 for the McNeil Mavericks. Last time they had the football, they started a drive at the Cedar Ridge 32 and came up empty. That was a chance to go up 27-7 before halftime, and that looms large right now. Now it's 20-14. High snap brought down and handed off to Williams. Joshua Williams bulls forward for about 3 or 4. Second and 7. Just underway here in the third quarter. Cedar Ridge has already found the end zone. So glad to have you along here on the iHSFAN Network. 2 tight ends set for the Mavericks. They'll send Gary out to the left side, wide. Empty backfield, Soltz to throw. Looks on the quick little out route. Diving catch from Zach Christie. He's able to pick up 6 more, and that'll be 3rd and short. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the iHSFAN Network here on YouTube. You can catch games throughout the rest of the season, all season long, for free, and get notified when we go live. 3rd and a yard here for McNeil. Williams in the backfield. Soltz checking with his offensive line. And now they go under center with the tight end. Pushing forward was Bowen Wheatley taking the snap, and Wheatley's got a 1st down. I don't think we've seen that out of them, Mikey.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't.
I mentioned earlier in the first half, Ike and I have done a lot of McNeil football over the last year and a half or so, and I have never seen the tight end sneak up and take the snap like that for them. First and 10, though. Ball at the 30 for the McNeil Mavericks. Soltz to throw. Trots back. Quick strike to the left. Christie with the catch and run. Turns upfield, gets inside the 15, and that's a 1st down again for a gain of 16. Jaden Soltz, he's making good, quick decisions tonight, but he's also getting a lot of time to throw the ball. A lot of clean pockets tonight for him.
His offensive line has done a good job.
Again, looking to throw. Pressure coming on the blitz. He gets it out just in time. Finds Williams coming out of the backfield. And Joshua Williams gets inside the 5 to the 2. 1st and goal. Good read there by Soltz because he had heat coming in his face.
Yeah, Soltz in this offense is doing a lot of damage outside of the numbers, especially Zach Christie out in corner routes.
Williams takes the handoff, cuts up to the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. They answer the quick Cedar Ridge score with one of their own here in the second half.
Here comes McNeil. No firing back. Now going up 2 scores. That was just a methodical drive. They started off with good field position after the Zach Christie kickoff return. And Zach Christie had a few receptions on that drive, too, that were crucial.
Cesar Baza with the extra point. It is up. It is good. 8:37 left in this third quarter. and the Mavericks have their 13-point lead back, 27-14.
So if you're Cedar Ridge here, you still got plenty of time. You're down 2 scores, but their first drive coming out of the half was just explosive runs, and then Pippen finding the receiver near the pylon. Cedar Ridge just needs a lot more of that, but eventually their defense is just going to have to get stops. I mean, the way Schultz has looked at quarterback and Joshua Williams has been steadily running the ball, they're going to have to figure out how to stop that to get back in this game.
6-play, 40-yard drive for McNeil, 2:01 off the clock. Williams with a 2-yard touchdown run. And credit McNeil for taking advantage of that great field position as well on the short field and finding the end zone. You're right, though. Cedar Ridge is going to have to find stops. They've done a good job at Cedar Ridge scheming the first drive of each half. But it seems like McNeil's been able to make the adjustments afterwards defensively to get stops, and we'll see how Cedar Ridge decides to attack this McNeil defense now after McNeil has seen the adjustments coming out of the locker room. There's a kickoff towards that near sideline. That's going to go out of bounds. So a penalty against the Mavs, and we'll see how this one plays out, what the coaches decide to do. Maybe they want to re-kick or just take the 5 yards and move on. If they do, it'll be spotted at the 35. Or the 30, excuse me. I always get it confused between where they mark it between high school, college, and the NFL on that rule, because if I'm not mistaken, the rule is 30 yards from the kickoff spot, which doesn't really apply to the NFL anymore because I don't know what they're doing kicking off anymore.
It's a Pandora's box going on.
I haven't figured it out. 5 receivers left. One coming in motion now for Cedar Ridge into the backfield. And to the right side goes Jake McGill. Quick bubble screen to that left side. That is caught off to the races down the sideline. Malik Hamilton. He's going to be near the first down, and he's got it.
Hamilton took a shot on the sideline from number 12, Brody Mansfield.
1st and 10 for the Cedar Ridge Raiders as they try to answer again. They were down 13 coming out of the half, scored a touchdown, but McNeil able to punch right back. Fake handoff, rolling right, throwing to the right, and a completion from Pippen to Jake McGill finds them in McNeil territory at the 43. 17-yard gain.
If Pippen threw that ball a half second later, I think Mansfield would have picked that ball off. That was just good timing, getting rid of it quickly. Receiver and the quarterback being on the same page.
1st and 10 into Cedar Ridge territory. Into McNeil territory at the 43 for Cedar Ridge. Handoff. Right up the middle, Devonish with the carry and nowhere to go. Maybe picks up a yard or two. Middle of that defense closed up quickly. Looked like Tyson Cox on the tackle. Second down and 8 now. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Pippen rolling right. Nowhere to go with the football, and he is hammered from behind and taken down for a sack. Jacorian Hubbard laying the wood there. Pippen comes up just a bit slowly after that hit. A loss of 4, and it's 3rd down. And then timeout's going to be called to allow Pippen a chance to walk himself off the field. While they do that, we'll let you hear from a word from our sponsors.
AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Score some cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Then get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It is that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive.
3rd down and 12 coming for Cedar Ridge. They trail by 13. And the quarterback in the game is Scott Howell, the backup for this pivotal down. It's a handoff right up the middle to Vanish. A big hole. He's got a 1st down and a little more out towards the 30.
Wow.
A gain of 14 right up the gut for the Cedar Ridge Raiders, and they convert a 3rd and 12. Looks like Howell will stay out there after Pippin went down on that sack and came up a bit ginger. Howell to throw. Fires down the left sideline. He's got a man wide open, and he overshoots his intended receiver, incomplete. No one was covering the receiver on the left side, Audric Williams, all by his lonesome. And if Howell's just able to float that up in the air a little bit more and let him run under it, it's an easy touchdown.
Yeah, the two receivers on the left, they were both running streaks up the sidelines, just unable to connect.
2nd and 10. Under center. Single back formation. Fake handoff. Rolling left. Howell will throw down that sideline again. It's a little late, and it's incomplete. Just undershot his intended receiver, R.J. Cottle, and it allowed the McNeil defender to get over there in time. Brody Mansfield breaks it up. Actually, excuse me, that was Sean Crow, I believe, breaking it up.
Cedar Ridge opening up the playbook a little bit, taking more shots deep down the field so far in the second half than they did in the first.
3rd and 10. Cedar Ridge with the ball at the McNeil 30. Again, a handoff to Vanish up the middle. He's got a huge hole over the left side. He's off to the end zone. Touchdown, Cedar Ridge, if it stands. A flag down right around the line of scrimmage where the blocking was being had. And it looks like it's coming back. Holding against the Raiders. That wipes the touchdown off the board and makes it 3rd down and 20.
That was another run on 3rd and long.
I'll say 3rd and 20. It's actually going to make it 3rd and 15. They said the holding happened at the 25-yard line. So, therefore, it'll only back it up 5 yards. It's 10 from the spot, but massive difference between a touchdown and 3rd and 15. 6:30 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Howell to throw. Escapes up the middle. He's going to take off and run. Breaks a tackle. Over the 25 down to the 23. Made something out of nothing, and now it's 4th and about 2 or 3, Ike.
It's a pivotal moment in the game right here, down 2 scores. Running through the 3rd quarter a little bit. This is crucial for Cedar Ridge to convert.
Yeah, with the way McNeil's offense has been playing, you feel like for Cedar Ridge they have to score here, right?
Yep.
4th and 3 for Cedar Ridge. They need the 20-yard line. Howell the throw. Again, tries to escape the pocket. Hemmed in, now gets out, finds some room, and he gets a 1st down to the 16. Kind of danced around in the pocket. Finally found just a sliver of light and went right through it.
So it was 3rd and 15, and with Sam Howell, with Howell using his legs for 2 plays, he's able to get the 1st down.
Scott Howell, the backup quarterback, coming in and making a few big plays on this drive to keep it alive for the Cedar Ridge Raiders. Handoff to Vanish. Bounces it left side. Picks up a block. He's inside the 10. All the way down to the 9 for Devonish. Second down, 3 to go. Cedar Ridge can pick up a new set of downs if they can get to the 6. Fake handoff. Howell rolls right. Nowhere to go with it. Now throws last second towards the corner. It is complete, and it's a touchdown for Jake McGill and the Cedar Ridge Raiders. McGill hung on after taking a massive shot. As soon as he caught the football, Zarian Hall, who laid him out earlier in the game down here in the chest with a hit, gets another large one on him, but this time it is McGill coming up with the football and the score.
Yeah, how about McGill holding on to the ball? This dude's a tough kid and making an impact late in the game. But Scott Howell coming off the bench in a must-score situation. I mean, he rolled out to his right, was on the run. He threw an absolute bullet to McGill and put it right where it had to be. And Cedar Ridge is right back in this football game. They've come out in the second half and scored a couple touchdowns here. It's big news for the Raiders.
Well, the second half starting exactly like the first one did. 3 straight touchdown drives to start this half. Cedar Ridge with an 11-play drive, 70 yards, 4:01 off the clock. Howell to McGill for a 9-yard touchdown pass, 27-21. Now the score, as Cedar Ridge has once again cut this to 7. And Ike, the thing that keeps popping up in the back of my head right now is that missed extra point on the 3rd touchdown for McNeil, because that could loom large if the Raiders can find a stop here.
How about Devarish on that drive? He was
Devonish was great. I mean, he had a couple of big plays, really explosive through the hole, too. Once he finds some space, he's got some great acceleration, and it's hard to tackle. And he'll lay his shoulder down and put a hit to you as well. This is chasing Joshua Gayden back to his own 2-yard line. Gayden with the return, a flag coming in. He's still on his feet, pulling defenders with him out to the 35. We'll see what the flag is. And it's a hold against McNeil. 4:24 to go in this third quarter of play. McNeil 27, Cedar Ridge 21. The holding penalty is going to back McNeil up to their own 15. If I'm not mistaken. Are they going to say the 25? Yeah, it's to the 15. Or, there you go. Referee's having to figure it out, but yeah, where he was standing, I'm like, got to go 10 from there. Officially at the 15-yard line, 27-21 the score. Looking to throw Schultz, and he will be sacked in the backfield. First time the Cedar Ridge defense has gotten to him tonight. Wyatt McKenzie coming around the corner to bring him down. And a big loss on first down for McNeil of about 8 yards. Huge play on the first play of the drive there for the defense.
Backed up within their own 10-yard lines here. It's going to be tough on the Mavericks.
Second and 18. Flag comes down. Looking to throw. It is incomplete. Looking for Aiden Taylor, who tried to go up tall for it. Took a shot as he did so. Might be offside, though, against Cedar Ridge. And it is. That'll move the ball up 5 yards and make it 2nd and 13 now for the Mavericks. Kind of weird tonight, Ike. Only one band is here. Cedar Ridge's band is here. I think McNeil's band's in a competition tonight or something like that. The dance team's here, but the band is not. Feels odd. Second down, 13 to go. Low snap, fielded by Schultz. In the pocket, goes deep. And into double coverage, looking for Jarrell Gary. It's incomplete. 3rd and 13 coming.
Yeah, as far as the bands go, I know the UIL, their state band competitions either this weekend or next weekend. May have something to do with that. But
Would make sense.
I'd keep an eye out for Zach Christie here. Looks like he's in the slot on the top of your screen. Gary's out wide.
3rd and 13. Roll right. Schultz to throw. Finds Christie. Gets out across the 20, but no more, and McNeil's going to have to punt. So that first play sack really put McNeil behind the chains there. 4th and 4 coming, and they will punt this one away to Cedar Ridge, and the Raiders get the ball here with a chance to take the lead. Cedar Ridge has not had the lead all night.
Yeah, they've just kind of hung around in this game, and now they've tightened it up. Looks like they've got their stop.
I keep going back to that drive at the end of the first half, Ike, where McNeil got the ball at Cedar Ridge's 32-yard line to start and could not cash in. If they could have, they would have up 20 points going into the locker room. End-over-end punt, fielded by Josiah Ray. Reverses field, trying to pick up a block. He's going backwards right now. And Josiah Ray just ran about 60 yards to return it 1. Pushed out of bounds at the 46.
Good coverage there by McNeil, getting their guys downfield, not letting Ray get outside.
2:37 to go in this third quarter. 27-21, McNeil with the lead over Cedar Ridge, but the Raiders have the football and a chance to take the lead here. Almost a mirror image of the first half with each team coming out and scoring points in bunches. And then defense is settling in a bit. If you're just joining us, glad to have you along. This is a monster game here in 6A District 25. These two teams battling it out for the most likely for the 4th and final playoff spot in the district. Vista Ridge 4-2 in district play. Looks like they're going to be 2nd or 3rd, depending on how they and Round Rock finish up the year. But also, there was a penalty after the play here, Ike. That's going to back it up 15 yards to the 31. I didn't see the penalty, but that's a big personal foul. Either way, we'll get back to it real quick. Cedar Ridge with a win will move into kind of a tie for 4th right now, but they still need some extra help along with winning out. As the handoff up the middle goes nowhere, slammed to the ground. Big tackle there from number 78. No one on the roster for McNeil, unfortunately, but whew, that one looked like it hurt. Gain of about 3 on the play. McNeil controls their own destiny despite being 2-3 in the district so far. They have 3 games, including tonight, to go. If McNeil wins out, they're in. It's that simple. Unless I did the math wrong, and I don't think I did. 2nd and 7, rolling left. Scott Howell, the backup quarterback, finds his receiver for a short gain of about 1, but there's a flag down behind the play. Able to hook up with Devin Patterson there. It's going to back everybody up 10 more yards on the hold. Oh, Cedar Ridge going the wrong way here. They would have taken over at the 46. Instead, they had that personal foul backing them up to the 31. Now another penalty for a hold, taking them 10 yards back here to the 25. It's 21 yards of lost field position there. 2nd and long, and the throw down the sideline, incomplete. Howell looking for Audric Williams. 2nd time he's overthrown Williams. 3rd and 16.
We've seen Howell take a few deep shots on their last drive when they were in the red zone, but here back behind the chains, 3rd and 15 or 16, 3rd and 16, excuse me.
Well, we saw them convert 3rd and long on the last drive on a handoff.
Yeah, they're not afraid to run the ball in passing situations.
Timeout called by Cedar Ridge with 1:42 to go in the third quarter of play. McNeil leads 27-21. Cedar Ridge with a football on a 3rd and 16 coming from their own 25-yard line. Don't forget, we got more action over the final 2 weeks here of regular season play on the iHSFAN network. Like and subscribe, and don't miss a second of what is to come. Ike and I get the week off next week, which is pretty rare, but we'll take the break. And then we got the final night of the year. You and I will be at Dragon Stadium in Round Rock for the McNeil Mavericks against the Hutto Hippos. And the way, if McNeil holds on to win here and they get a victory next week over Manor, and Manor right now, by the way, is 1-5 in district, 1-7 overall, then that game against Hutto could very likely be a win and you're in game, which would the second time in 2 years McNeil would come to the final game of the regular season in a situation where they got to win. They did it last year.
Those are the games you want to play in, too, as a player.
3rd and long, and being brought down for a sack, Scott Howell. Could not escape the grasp of big number 46, Wadike Nwosu. Dropped for about a 2-yard loss, and the McNeil defense holds and forces a punt here. Big stand for Nwosu and the defense.
Nwosu's the senior defensive lineman. We haven't called his name too much tonight, but he's an anchor up front.
And now a timeout called before the kick. McNeil's going to take it with 1:03 to go. Next week on the network, Round Rock is playing Stony Point on Friday night over at Dragon Stadium. And then Westwood will play Vandergrift right here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Both of those games here on Friday night. And then Friday, November 8th, to end the season, Cedar Ridge takes on Manor. For Cedar Ridge, that could be huge depending on a lot of aspects to end the season here. And we already talked about it, but McNeil and Hutto shaping up to be a monster contest right now. If McNeil can get out of here with a victory tonight and keep their playoff hopes alive. Remember, the Mavericks hold their own destiny in their hands as we march towards the Texas high school playoffs. Well, after the timeout, Cedar Ridge kicking it away. High, wobbly punt that will bounce around midfield. It's going to take a Raider roll. Go out of bounds, bound the McNeil 41-yard line or so. .51 seconds left in this third quarter of play. 27-21, McNeil with the lead. Get you some score updates here in a second as well, as trying to keep you up to date, especially in this district, and what's been going on. First and 10 Mavericks. They'll start this drive from their own 41-yard line. They have consistently gotten really good field position tonight, Ike. Two drives inside their own 20 to start, but everything else has been around the 40 or better. Soltz sends a man in motion. Hands it off to Williams over the right side, who picks up a block and falls forward. Joshua Williams gets 6 yards on first down. Or 5 yards, excuse me.
So Cedar Ridge, their defense was able to get off the field. Last drive, they're going to need another stop to stay within striking distance in this game.
This is a 13-point halftime deficit for Cedar Ridge. They've cut it to 6 as we get near the end of this third quarter. Probably the final play of the quarter right here. Williams with another carry. Up the middle he goes. He's got the first down and more into Raider territory. down at the 43-yard line. Gain of about 11 on the play. And McNeil's going to be content to let the clock roll out and go to the fourth. We are through 3 quarters of play here at the Keller Reeves Athletic Complex tonight, and we got a good one. The McNeil Mavericks lead the Cedar Ridge Raiders 27-21. Back with the final stanza in just a second. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Start of the fourth quarter. It is 1st and 10 for the McNeil Mavericks. They go empty backfield to start this quarter. Schultz dropping back. He's got a screen over the middle. And it looked like Zach Christie with the catch and run. Out to the 37. Gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 to go. Brad Tiller, Yankee Kohler here with you. Live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex tonight. Home of Round Rock ISD football. Handoff towards the right side. Looks like Joshua Williams on the carry, and he's going to be near the first down, maybe about a yard shy. Third down and 1 coming for the McNeil Mavericks. Huge drive for the Mavs here, leading by 6. Chance to extend this advantage. They actually gave Williams a first down on the last carry. They marked him at the 33 officially, so big spot there makes it a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Quick throw from Schultz near side to Gary. He pushes over the first defender, lowers his shoulder through the second, and gets down to the 27-yard line. Jarrell Gary. Tough running after the catch for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 on the way. Split backfield. Schultz sends Christie in motion. Hands it off around the end. That's Taylor. He's down the sideline. Stays inbounds. Cuts back inside the 15. Down to the 10. Aiden Taylor with the run, but this might come back. Couple of flags down in the backfield. Illegal shift against the Cedar Ridge offense, so that will negate the first down run from Taylor and back them up 5 yards. Big penalty. Actually, more than 5, excuse me. Maybe it wasn't an illegal shift. I am confused right now because this is going back to the 42. So there was a personal foul there, or a chop block or something. I didn't see the full call. I thought I saw it, but I guess not. It is 2nd and 19. Ball's back at the 42-yard line. This drive started at their own 41, and now, well, it was looking like a promising drive for the McNeil Mavericks. They got to pick up some extra yards. Schultz to throw. Near the near side, incomplete. A little low, too far wide of his intended target, Jarrell Gary. 3rd down coming. Mavericks going quickly. Schultz again looking to pass. Does so. Near side, Gary with the football at the 33. Throws the defender down, but he's dragged down out of bounds at the 30. Moves the ball of a gain of about 12 and makes it 4th and 7.
Got to think it's 4-down territory for McNeil here.
Yeah, I would think so. Fourth down coming. Officially 4th and 8, where they marked it. All right, 9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Schultz throws, got a man. It is complete, and it's a first down. Found Zach Christie. He needed 8, and Christie got 9. Right at the marker.
Zach Christie caught it while he had to dive back towards the chains to catch the ball. Good thing he ran the route the correct distance.
Fourth down conversion on 4th and 8. Ball at the 22 now. The Mavericks keep the football. Schultz looking to toss it again. Floats one towards the end zone. Looking for Gary, who comes back to the football, makes the grab, and steps out of bounds at the 2. Jarrell Gary with the nice adjustment there. 20-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal Mavericks. And let's see how they decide to go with it. Split back formation. Taylor to the left. Gary goes under center. He takes the snap. Goes straight forward and gets inside the 1.
Schultz put that ball right where it had to be for Gary. Gary made the adjustment while the ball was in the air. Keeps his feet in bounds. They've been on point tonight.
2nd and goal from inside the 1. Williams right up the gut. He is hitting the backfield, but drags the defender in. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. Joshua Williams with his 2nd touchdown run of the ball game. 2nd of the half, actually. And the Mavs regain that 2-possession lead.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Try to extend it back to 14, excuse me. Schultz with a handoff. It's going to be a halfback pass. Christie throwing it. It is almost picked off. Jaden Fike stepped in front of it as they were trying to pass it back to Gary. Tell you what, Fike comes down with that. He's got a shot to go the entire distance.
Gone.
And that would have been 2 points the other way. So no, the 2-point conversion, no good. 33-21 the score in favor of the Mavericks. After an 11-play drive, 59 yards. Let's see here. 3 minutes. I got to do some quick math. Go ahead and read an ad here, Ike. I'll do the math.
Yep, well, Brad's doing the math. Let's hear from our sponsor, AutoNation Chevrolet. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selections of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Then get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It is that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet on 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive.
It was an 11-play, 59-yard drive, taking 4:40 off the clock for the McNeil Mavericks. They lead at 33-21. Short end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 29 by Malik Hamilton. So Cedar Ridge gets the football with 8:09 to go in this fourth quarter of play, trailing by 12. Well, if this holds, Cedar Ridge definitely is not eliminated from playoff contention, but it would make it very, very hard on them because they would have losses to McNeil, Hutto, and Vista Ridge, the 3 teams directly ahead of them. Looks like Scott Howell staying in the football game at quarterback for the Raiders. There's a handoff. Dominish over towards the left side, makes a man miss. A little shake and bake across the 40. And he's going to get 14 and a first down. He's been running the ball very well tonight, Ike. Elsewhere in the district, Stony Point leads Westwood 31-20. That game in the third quarter. Looking to throw Howell. Plenty of time now, being chased out of the pocket. Tries for the sideline, and it's intercepted, but it's out of bounds. Isaiah Jones stepped in front of it, but came down in the chalk. 2nd and 10. Also in the district, Vandergrift 24, Hutto 6. That game late in the third quarter. If you're a fan of either of these teams, that's pretty good news for you when it comes to playoff standings and potential tie breaks down the road here. 2nd and 10. Devonish again. And then it's blown dead. That's going to be a false start against the Cedar Ridge Raiders.
Yeah, Devonish has had himself a good game, but, speaking of running backs from Cedar Ridge, how about Deuce Vaughn playing for the Cowboys?
Yeah. I remember seeing him play here for just a few years ago for the Raiders. He was fun to watch. Great career at Kansas State. Didn't have to change colors when they were from high school to college.
It's got to be pretty rare, don't you think?
Depends on where you are. Devonish with the broken tackle in the backfield on the handoff and picks up about 5 or 6 back to the 44. 3rd down and 9 coming for the Raiders, and they got to start hurrying up. 7:30 to go on the clock. Down 12. And we've talked about it a lot tonight, but this is very much a must-win football game for Cedar Ridge and for McNeil. Third and 9. Howell fakes, rolls right, has a man, and it's off the fingertips, incomplete. It was a good throw by Scott Howell. And his receiver could not come down with it. Intended for Jake McGill. And it looks like Cedar Ridge is going to elect a punt. They got 2 timeouts left, 7:02 on the clock. Coach Scott Hermes, I think he's telling his defense right now and special teams, do not rush this. Play safe, and you could just see the hand motioning just now. We're not coming after this one. And now timeout called by the Raiders. That's going to leave them with 1 timeout left with 7:02 to go, down 12.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll see if they end up going for it here. Just because it's getting later in the ball game, down 2 scores. But, if they do punt, they could pin McNeil deep. But McNeil's going to be perfectly happy to just run, and take some time off the clock.
One score I'm going to read to just because it streaks out to me that I can't believe I'm actually seeing this. In a pitcher's duel tonight, the Granger Lions beat the McDade Bulldogs 2-0.
The Granger Lions top the McDade Bulldogs
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. That's it's going to help the old ERA.
I assume those are minor league teams.
Oh no, those are high school football teams here in Texas.
High school
sir.
football teams.
Here in Texas,
yeah.
sir. There's the snap and the boot. Fielded and caught. Fair caught by Aiden Taylor. So McNeil will take over at their own 22-yard line here. 4th quarter of play, 6:55 left in the contest. McNeil trying to salt it away. See if they go to the ground game a little more and try to eat some clock. Other scores, Bowie all over Aikens. Final tonight, 48-0. That was last night, excuse me. Eastview and Colleen Chaparral are in a good one. 28-27, Eastview leads in the 3rd. Rouse 24, Leander 14 in the Battle of Leander at Bible Stadium. Starting a 3rd quarter there. Handoff, right side. That is Jarrell Gary. He's out to the 28. Pickup of 6 on the play. Georgetown all over Glenn, 45-24. 3rd quarter in that one. Thrall beating Comfort 54-33 in the third quarter. Vandergrift and Hutto have gone to the fourth, with the Vipers still leading 24-6. Anderson 21, Hayes 20 at the half. Good football game there. Fake handoff, throw near side, Gary. And he'll make the catch and run out to the 35 for a first down. Westlake and Lake Travis, always a big one in 6A District 26, rather. And they're in the third quarter. Westlake leads 14-10 on the road against the Cavaliers. Dripping Springs 35, Del Valley 10. They're at the half down by the airport. Nice stadium down in Del Valley, by the way. You ever been down there for a game? Really nice facility.
I have.
Yeah. Very, very nice facility down there. Salado 14, Gerald 7 at the half. Fake handoff. Schultz still throwing. Lets one go down the sideline, and a good adjustment and a catch by Aiden Taylor, and a flag comes in late as well. Taylor got a foot down around the 42. We'll see what the penalty is. I imagine it's pass interference against Cedar Ridge. Either way, a little surprised to see McNeil throwing the football right now. 5.5 to go. Thought they might try to kill some clock. Penalty goes against the Cedar Ridge Raiders. It's declined as McNeil's going to take the catch and run for the first down to the 42. They're into Raider territory. Here they line up to go again. Wimberley 31, Gonzalez 10 at the half as a flag comes in. An illegal substitution here? What's going on? Hendrickson 21, Lehman nothing. That game still in the second quarter. The Taylor Ducks all over Eastside 49 to nothing in the third. And that's going to be a delay of game against the defense. Not something you see too often. 5-yard penalty goes against Cedar Ridge. A shootout in Liberty Hill. At the half, Liberty Hill 42, McCallum 38.
Whoa.
If you like points, that's your game. Quick throw near side. Gary with the catch and the run, bouncing off a couple of tacklers. Jarrell Gary out to the 25. He's got a first down on a gain of 12 on the play. Bastrop 33, Elgin 10 in the third. Travis on top of Austin achieved 28 to nothing. And Connolly 48, Navarro nothing. That game late third quarter. Quick college football update. One game going on right now. Louisville has just scored. They were down 20 to nothing at one point. It is now 27 to 24 in favor of Boston College with 11 minutes to go up at Chestnut Hill. .506 on the clock here. Timeout called by McNeil. The Mavericks lead Cedar Ridge 33-21 as the Mavs try to salt this one away. If another touchdown here and you think it's over. Field goal only puts them up 15, so it leaves it a two-score game. But I think 3 scores and you can probably start singing the song of victory tonight. Mikey, this football season feels like it is flying by. We started the year with this Maverick football team. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was an overtime game that ended on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, this has flown by. That was against Wise.
Yeah.
Wise stopped him at the goal line.
Fantastic football game
going
to
for
start
2.
the year.
Yep. We called a game at Death Valley once, right?
We have.
There was a rain delay.
Yeah. We had a long delay over there, actually.
Yep.
Forgot you were down there for that one. 33-21. Mavs with the lead and a 1st and 10 with 5:06 to go. Ball on the 25 of the Cedar Ridge Raiders. Soltz still throwing. Back over the middle. He's got a man open, laying out for it, and caught. Touchdown, or do they call him at the 1? They give him the end zone. Touchdown, Zach Christie. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. 25-yard strike right down the middle. And the Mavericks probably just salted away their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, Zach Christie was in one-on-one coverage, kind of ran closer to what's a seam route, laid out. He's been laying out almost every play tonight, and he's reeled most of those catches in.
Mavericks going for 2 again. Rolling right, throwing, and incomplete. Looked for the tight end, Bowen Wheatley. It wasn't there, so the Mavs lead at 39-21 with 4:59 left on the clock. Still a 3-possession game, though. 5 plays, 78 yards. It took a minute and 56 off the clock. 25-yard pass from Soltz to Christie. Right down the middle, and Christie with a lay it out for the touchdown. And looks like, barring something crazy, the McNeil Mavericks, knowing they had to win tonight to control their own destiny and keep it going for the last 2 weeks of the season, they're going to do part number 1 of that 3-step process here tonight with a victory.
Yeah, and Soltz has looked really good tonight coming off an injury. He's been out for around a month. And most of his throws tonight have been on point. But McNeil's defense has kind of stepped up in this 4th quarter, holding Cedar Ridge at bay.
Assuming the records hold tonight and the scores hold, I'll give you a quick update here on where the district is going to be. As this is a short kick fielded at the 20. Malik Hamilton brings it out to about the 31-32-yard line. Round Rock got the week off this week. So Vandergrift most likely moves to 6-0 if they can hold on to their big lead right now. Round Rock stays at 5-1. Vista Ridge moves to 4-2 with a victory last night. Here's where it gets interesting. Hutto is going to fall to 3-3 with a loss to Vandergrift. If this stays like it is, McNeil will move to 3-3 and tied with Hutto for that 4th and final playoff spot. Cedar Ridge is going to fall to 3-4, but they will have lost to Vista Ridge, Hutto, and McNeil, the 3 teams directly ahead of them, so they will have no tiebreakers in their favor moving forward. There's the throw down the sideline to a wide-open receiver. That is Audric Williams off to the races, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Cedar Ridge Raiders. It is not over yet. A quick strike from Scott Howell to Audric Williams from about 70 yards. Cedar Ridge gets the quick score.
Williams is wide open down the sideline. How about that little sneaky juke move to get past the defender en route to the touchdown?
Extra point is good. And the score with 4:40 to go after the one-play 70-yard drive, 39-28 in favor of McNeil. This is not over yet. Remember, though, McNeil has 1 timeout left. The Raiders with 2. Those extra points and 2-point conversions that have been missed, you look at the scoreboard, and that's a little eyebrow-raising right now. Because what would have to be, if you make all your extra points, it's a 2 full touchdown game. Right now, it's a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Talk about the standings here a little more. I mentioned that if this holds, Cedar Ridge would have no tiebreakers against the teams directly in front of them. Hutto and McNeil would be tied at 3-3. Everybody else well down the standings and out of it at this point. Westwood would have to go on a heck of a run. Stony Point and Manor both have 5 losses. There's an onside kick attempt, and it's recovered by McNeil. Kicked directly at the up man for the McNeil Mavericks. Joshua Gaden hauls it in right at midfield. 4:37 left in this game. In fact, let's quickly look at that Westwood score. It's still 31-20 in favor of Stony Point. If that holds, Stony Point's going to go to 2-5. Westwood would go to 2-5, or also to 1-5 in the district. Maynard's at 1-5 in the district. So all those teams with 5 losses probably out of the running, you would think, for the playoffs. And it would really be, in many ways, a race between Hutto and McNeil for the final spot. Let's check the Hutto schedule to see who they play next week, because I'm honestly not sure. Ball on the left hash mark. Ball spotted at the 45 after a penalty as well. I think it was an offside. Handoff to the right side. Joshua Williams breaks free. Off a tackle. Still on his feet to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Brought down from behind at the 3. Joshua Williams with a 43-yard gain and a first down run to the Cedar Ridge 2. Flag down behind the play. Personal foul after the play against the Raiders. Or excuse me, against the Mavericks. So this is going to back it up 15 yards. They'll get the play. It was a dead ball foul. And it'll back it up to the 17. Might not be the worst thing in the world. Sure, you lose a little spot for the touchdown, but at the same time, maybe kill a little more clock. Hutto's got a tough game next week. They're going to play Vista Ridge. Home game for Hutto next week against Vista Ridge, which could then really make things spicy. I'll tell you about that here in a second. Ball on the right hash at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, and now you see McNeil slowing things up and working the play clock, Ike. There's a handoff. Williams over the left side this time. Inside the 10 he goes. Down to the 8.
Yeah, at this point, it's just letting Joshua Williams, get his work in and run the clock out. But if he scores, he scores. But Cedar Ridge, their defensive line, really both defenses have got to be worn out given how well both teams have ran the ball tonight.
By the way, Louisville has come all the way back. They now lead Boston College 31-27. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Another handoff. Williams over the right side towards the corner. He's going to make it. Touchdown, McNeil Mavericks. And for Joshua Williams, his 3rd touchdown run of the half. It won't count. Flag down behind the play. He's had a couple of big runs on this drive. Hurt by penalties. Holding goes against the Mavericks. Backs him up to the 18. I said that Vista Ridge Hutto game is interesting next week, Ike, and here's why. If Hutto beats Vista Ridge, and if Cedar Ridge wins tonight, or excuse me, McNeil wins tonight and wins next week in their ball game against the Maynard Mustangs, first of all, handoff to Williams, and he'll pick up about 2 out to the 15. If all those 2 things happen, those 3 teams enter the final week of the season all at 4-3 in the district.
Yeah, it's similar to the situation that took place last year.
Well, it would mean that the Hutto game, if that would all happen, McNeil and Hutto would be a play-in game, right? No matter what. That is a play-in game. Now for Vista Ridge, their final game of the year, let's see here. Their final game is against Westwood, so Westwood could play spoiler. There's a floating throw towards the end zone, incomplete, intended for Zach Christie. Christie looked like he wanted to flag there. Won't get it. It'll be 4th down and 9, and we'll see how McNeil decides to attack this. 2:31 left in the ball game. The Mavericks lead 39-28. Sorry about that, folks. Looks like the camera decided to mess up again for a second, so let's fix that for you. There we go. 4th and 9. McNeil can get a new set of downs at the 7. Handoff over the right side on the sweep. That's Taylor with a head of steam, and he's inside the 5 down to the 2. Aiden Taylor with a big run. Able to pick up a 1st down on a 15-yard gain.
Cedar Ridge still holding on to both timeouts. Now is the time to force a turnover for them. It's been a long drive that McNeil has put together.
Yeah, McNeil's been able to kill a few minutes off the clock despite starting this at the Cedar Ridge 45. 1st and goal from the 2. 7 seconds on the play clock. High snap fielded, handed off, and Williams will walk in untouched for his 3rd score of the game. No flags this time. Joshua Williams with the score, and the Mavericks will salt this one away with under 2 to go. Flag does come on after the play. Touchdown's going to count.
So the flag's against the defense, so touchdown's going to stand.
No, flag goes against McNeil here.
Oh, excuse me.
It's just
Against
after the
McNeil.
play, so the touchdown will stand. They'll take the penalty probably on the kickoff is my guess. Six-play drive, 45 yards. Shade over 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. Extra point opportunity coming for the McNeil Mavericks. Snap is down, boot goes through it, and the kick is good, 46-28. Your score with 1:56 on the clock. Nice performance here tonight by the McNeil Mavericks. They have scored on 4 of their 5 drives here in the second half, Ike.
Yeah, that's how you close a game right there in a must-win game. The offense, kept things afloat when Cedar Ridge was pushing for a comeback. They were knocking on the door, but Jaden Soltz at quarterback. And how about Joshua Williams getting 3 touchdowns in the second half? That's a game changer.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the run game, yes, the passing game's been good tonight for McNeil. I think the best we've seen it the times we've had them this year, but the run game especially here in the second half has taken over. 46-28. McNeil will have to kick this one off from their own 25 after the personal foul penalty post-touchdown. Game is grinded to a halt here in the second half a little bit. The first half flew by in less than about an hour. McNeil ready to boot it away here. That's Jackson Edwards. Short kick. And it'll be returned out to about the 43-yard line by Josiah Ray. 1:51 on the clock. An 18-point Maverick lead. McNeil will get out of here with a victory. For the Cedar Ridge Raiders, they're going to fall to 3-6 on the year, 3-4 in the district, and as we've been talking all night, kind of feels like an elimination game when it comes to district playoffs with 2 weeks to go. But this Cedar Ridge football team has really come a long way from last year, Ike.
Yeah, they've made a lot of improvements. Last year they were winless in district play. I think 2-8 overall, and they've already got 3 district wins this year. This has been a very competitive Cedar Ridge team.
Josiah Ray with the carry there picks up 3. A lot of young talent on this Cedar Ridge team, too. Called Audric Williams' name a few times tonight. Devin Patterson, both of them just sophomores. Looking to throw down that right sideline, and it's overshot, intended for Reese Brooks. Scott Howell can't find his receiver. 3rd down coming. Some juniors. Jake McGill, who's been all over the place as a receiver tonight. Impressive because he's taken a couple of big shots, too. To the chest and be able to get back up and stay in the ball game and play well. Got himself a touchdown reception tonight. He's just a junior. He'll be back next year. 3rd and 7 here, rolling right. Howell looking to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got room to get the first down. Slides, and he might have slid just a yard too early. He did. At the 49, it'll be 4th and 1.
Howell has looked good on the run tonight. He can move.
Yeah, he's done a good job escaping the pocket a few times and finding slivers of space to extend plays and extend drives, especially that first drive he came in with. He found the touchdown. Got trapped in the pocket a couple times. Remember, at one point, this was a 27-21 football game here in the second half. Right at the start of the 4th quarter, actually. Howell to throw here on 4th and short. He's escaped out of the pocket, slides forward, gets the first down on a gain of about 4. 29 seconds left on the clock. See if Cedar Ridge wants to snap it again. They're going to take a timeout. Fight to the bitter end for the Cedar Ridge Raiders with 28 seconds left to go. They're going to take the loss tonight. But the Cedar Ridge team, as we just said, much improved. They were down 13 at the half. Went back and forth with McNeil here with touchdowns coming out of the locker room until McNeil finally got a control of this game towards the end of the 3rd quarter, start of the 4th quarter. And it has been all Mavericks here in the 4th, which that was a trademark of the Mavs last year towards the end of the season, was 4th quarter dominance. We remember that playoff game, that first round playoff game last year where they were down 14-0 going into the 4th quarter, ended up winning 17-14.
Yeah, speaking of, 4th quarter dominance, they've scored 19 points in the 4th quarter alone.
Mm-hmm.
That really helped salt this game away from McNeil.
1st and 10. Cedar Ridge with the football. 29 seconds to go. Quick throw. That is caught on the hook and lateral. And it's going to be a first down. Noah Devenish gets it from the receiver over there. That was caught by Reese Brooks. Actually, be short of the first down for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming. 22 seconds left in the game. Looking to throw, escaping to the right, now cutting forward. A lot of green grass to work with for Scott Howell, the quarterback. Ball comes out late. He was ruled down, though, at the 23. So Howell picks up a first down and a lot more. Cedar Ridge continuing to threaten with 13 seconds left on the clock. Snap, Howell throws towards the end zone, and it is caught, I do believe. No, incomplete. Ball came out at the last minute. Tell you what, it looked like Brooks went up over everybody to pull that one down and just couldn't hang on. 1 snap left in the football game, 2 seconds on the clock. All that's standing between the Mavericks and a big victory tonight. Howell drops back, throws towards the end zone down the middle, incomplete. And that is how this football game will come to an end. The McNeil Mavericks coming into a must-win game tonight, and they pick up a convincing 46-28 victory over the Cedar Ridge Raiders and keep their playoff hopes alive. McNeil in control of their own destiny with 2 weeks to go. Back in just a minute to wrap it all up here from the Keller Reeves Athletic Complex. McNeil 46, Cedar Ridge 28. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Back here at the Keller Reeves Athletic Complex as we wrap it up tonight with the McNeil Mavericks picking up a big 46-28 victory over the Cedar Ridge Raiders. These two teams traded touchdowns early in both halves tonight. In the opening half, McNeil took the opening kickoff and went 3 plays for 59 yards. Took him just 55 seconds to find Pater on a inside pass jet sweep from Soltz to Aiden Taylor to make it 7-0. However, Cedar Ridge answered right back on their first drive of the game, an 11-play march that went 65 yards, 4 minutes, 37 seconds off the clock. A Pippin 25-yard pass, a swing pass to Noah Devonish to make it 7-7. McNeil answered right back, though. This one another quick strike, taking just 6 plays, 63 yards, 2 minutes, 10 off the clock. Soltz to Christie for Zach Christie's first of 2 touchdowns tonight. And a 23-yard pass made it 14-7. Teams would have been stagnate a little bit through much of the first and into the first and second quarter until McNeil finally got back on the scoreboard. A 9-play, 57-yard drive. Taylor with his second touchdown of the game. This one an end around on a run to make it 20-7 on a 12-yard scamper, and that is how we would go into the half. Coming out of the locker room, Cedar Ridge trailed 20-7, but took a 4-play drive to score on 4-play 81-yard drive to make it 20-14. It was Pippin's second touchdown pass of the night, this time to Reese Brooks from 24 yards out. McNeil with a quick answer, though. They would get great field position at the Cedar Ridge 40 and go 6 plays across those 40 yards, and Joshua Williams found his first of 3 second-half touchdown runs to make it 27-14. Cedar Ridge would not go away. They get the football back. They go 70 yards. And the backup quarterback, Scott Howell, would find the tough receiver, Jake McGill, from 9 yards out on the side of the end zone for the score, 27-21. And that was our score going into the fourth quarter. However, it was all McNeil Mavericks in the final stanza. They would start with an 11-play, 59-yard drive, capped off by Williams' second touchdown of the game, this one from 1 yard out to make it 33-21. The defense would force a Cedar Ridge punt. McNeil would go score again. This one a 5-play, 78-yard drive. Pass to Christie, his second touchdown of the game to make it 39-21. Cedar Ridge gets a 1-play touchdown drive from 70 yards out. A pass to Williams from 70 yards away to make it 39-28. Looked like they might have a little bit of life left with about 4.5 to go. But McNeil squeezed it right out of this game. And we get one more score. Williams' third touchdown run of the half. This one from 2 yards out. 46-28, your final tonight in favor of the McNeil Mavericks. Ike, final thoughts?
You know, this was a 6-point game going into the fourth quarter, and the experience of McNeil, I think, is why they won this game, particularly Jaden Soltz in combination with Gary and Christie. being able to light up the scoreboard in the fourth quarter. And, this is a very competitive, hard-fought game. And for Cedar Ridge, just one of those games didn't turn out in their favor. But, they got a lot to keep their head up for. And this was just a high-quality football game overall. It was good being on the call for it.
Yeah, really good football game tonight. Like we said, this second half especially was just all about the fourth quarter. Especially was all about this McNeil Maverick football team pulling away and putting their stamp on this game. We had done score updates for most of the fourth quarter. I do want to update you on the two games in district play because they are important and, impact everything else going on tonight. Last night in the district, Vista Ridge 31 and Manor 14. Tonight, Westwood has fallen to Stony Point 52-27. Actually, that game still got some time left in it, but looks like Stony Point's going to roll to a victory. And then Hutto has fallen to Vandergrift 38-13. So here's how your standings stand if everything holds, and it looks like it will with that final game. Vandergrift now 6-0 in the district. They are first. Round Rock 5-1. They are second. Vista Ridge is 4-2 and third. And here's where it gets interesting. Remember, top 4 teams make the playoffs with 2 weeks to go here. Hutto is now 3-3. McNeil is now 3-3. Cedar Ridge has fallen to 3-4. Cedar Ridge has lost to Vista Ridge, Hutto, and McNeil, the 3 teams directly above them. It's going to make it a tough road to hoe for them. They need a lot of help, and they got to win out to have any chance of making the postseason now. McNeil at 3-3 has 2 games left in their schedule. McNeil will play Manor next week, who is 1-5 in district. Westwood, by the way, now 1-5. Stony Point 2-5 in district. All 3 of those teams, Westwood, Stony Point, Manor, most likely out of it with the final games to go. But for that 4th and final playoff spot, Hutto is 3-3, McNeil 3-3, Cedar Ridge, Vista Ridge 4-2, Hutto 3-3, McNeil 3-3, Cedar Ridge 3-4. Hutto will play Vista Ridge next week. If Hutto wins that game, Hutto will go to 4-3, Vista Ridge will go to 4-3. McNeil plays Manor next week. If Manor wins, they will go to 4-3, meaning you could potentially have 3 4-3 teams going into the final week of the season battling it out for 2 spots. If Vista Ridge beats Hutto next week, but McNeil, actually I don't think it matters what McNeil does now. If Vista Ridge beats Hutto next week, Vista Ridge is in. Hutto would fall to 3-4. McNeil, win or loss, goes to 4-3 or 3-4. But if Vista Ridge wins next week, Hutto versus McNeil looks like, I think no matter what, the way I'm looking at this, sets up on the final week of the season as a win and you're in ball game. Don't know what, it could be the 4th seed, could be the 3rd seed, depending on how things fully break out. But I'm pretty sure the way that I'm reading this right now, because like I said, Cedar Ridge would need a lot of help. McNeil or Hutto, neither one of them can finish worse than 4-4 in district. Cedar Ridge already has 4 losses. McNeil and Hutto have the tiebreak over Cedar Ridge. So that game, McNeil-Hutto, no matter what, the winner of that game would have the tiebreak over the other. That is a win and you're in football game 2 weeks from tonight. Ike, you and I will be on the call over at Dragon Stadium for it. That's going to be a whole lot of fun 2 weeks from tonight. Next week, McNeil plays over at Manor before they play that big one to end the year. So there's your wrap-up. We got a lot to look forward to over these last 2 weeks of football. Remember, 2 games on the network next week. Like and subscribe here on YouTube, and you'll catch everything live as we go live. Ike and I got the week off next week. We'll be back for that big one between Hutto and McNeil 2 weeks from tonight over at Dragon Stadium. For everyone at the iHSFAN Network, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible to bring to you all season long. We want to thank our friends here also at the Round Rock ISD schools. They always make us feel so welcome, take care of us every single week. We really do appreciate them and their hospitality. And everybody else out there listening tonight and watching, we appreciate you spending your Friday night with us. Hope you have a happy Halloween week. Enjoy your November as it comes along next week. Have a great weekend this weekend as well. Ike and I get the week off. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks for that big one. Until then, for Ike Kohler, I'm Brad Tillery saying good night, everyone. We appreciate you joining us. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great evening.
Listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.